Pasado perfecto simple afirmativo.
Past perfect simple affirmative.
Habían visitado Londres el verano pasado.
They had visited London last summer. They had visited London last summer.
Había leído todos los libros de ese autor.
He had read all the books by that author. He had read all the books by that author.
Habíamos recibido el paquete ayer.
We had received the package yesterday. We had received the package yesterday.
Había preparado la cena para su familia.
She had cooked dinner for her family. She had cooked dinner for her family.
Habían terminado la carrera en un tiempo récord.
They had finished the race in record time. They had finished the race in record time.
Había estudiado español durante muchos años.
He had studied Spanish for many years. He had studied Spanish for many years.
Habíamos comprado un coche nuevo antes del viaje.
We had bought a new car before the trip. We had bought a new car before the trip.
Había jugado al fútbol desde niño.
He had played soccer since he was a child. He had played soccer since he was a child.
Había aprendido a tocar el piano cuando era niña.
She had learned to play the piano as a child. She had learned to play the piano as a child.
Habían asistido juntos al concierto.
They had attended the concert together. They had attended the concert together.
Había escrito una novela en su tiempo libre.
He had written a novel in his spare time. He had written a novel in his spare time.
Habíamos subido hasta la cima de la montaña.
We had hiked to the top of the mountain. We had hiked to the top of the mountain.
Había ganado el primer lugar en la competencia.
She had won first place in the competition. She had won first place in the competition.
Había olvidado las llaves en casa.
He had forgotten his keys at home. He had forgotten his keys at home.
Había hablado con su amiga por teléfono.
She had spoken to her friend on the phone. She had spoken to her friend on the phone.
En el pasado perfecto simple afirmativo, el evento que ocurrió primero es en pasado perfecto y el que sigue en pasado simple. Se utiliza para referirnos a acciones que ocurrieron antes de un momento específico del pasado. Él mismo había reparado el coche.
He had repaired the car himself. He had repaired the car himself.
Habíamos ahorrado dinero para nuestras vacaciones.
We had saved money for our vacation. We had saved money for our vacation.
Había tomado un curso de fotografía.
She had taken a photography course. She had taken a photography course.
Habían renovado su cocina el año pasado.
They had renovated their kitchen last year. They had renovated their kitchen last year.
Había completado su licenciatura en ingeniería.
He had completed his degree in engineering. He had completed his degree in engineering.
Habíamos comprado entradas para el concierto.
We had bought tickets for the concert. We had bought tickets for the concert.
Ella había escrito una carta a sus padres.
She had written a letter to her parents. She had written a letter to her parents.
Habían corrido un maratón el mes pasado.
They had run a marathon last month. They had run a marathon last month.
Tocaba la guitarra desde niño.
He had played the guitar since he was a child. He had played the guitar since he was a child.
Habíamos viajado a Europa de luna de miel.
We had traveled to Europe for our honeymoon. We had traveled to Europe for our honeymoon.
Le habían organizado una fiesta sorpresa.
They had organized a surprise party for him. They had organized a surprise party for him.
Había arreglado el grifo que goteaba en la cocina.
He had fixed the leaky faucet in the kitchen. He had fixed the leaky faucet in the kitchen.
Había visitado a su hermana en otro estado.
She had visited her sister in another state. She had visited her sister in another state.
Habían comprado una casa nueva en las afueras.
They had bought a new house in the suburbs. They had bought a new house in the suburbs.
Habíamos plantado flores en el jardín.
We had planted flowers in the garden. We had planted flowers in the garden.